everybody. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, hello, my name is Carly Gifford, and on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I post sit-down videos talking about pretty much whatever I want. It's really a lot of TikTok drama and stuff like that, or like influencer, celebrity beef, scandal, you know, stuff along those lines. Now, real quick, before I kind of jump into how I start most of my videos, I know that this plant is getting crazy long, and it's kind of fun, but it's also kind of a little bit of a hindrance because my computer monitor is right up like in front of me here, and this is starting to get in the way. So unfortunately, I think I'm gonna have to pin this up on my wall, kind of where my other one is, like my other branch is like growing, because I'm trying to get this plant to go all the way around my room. I actually have two of these. One is in the corner up here that you can't see, and then one is over my head back here. So yeah, I gotta do something with this. But I typically start my videos telling you guys which lip balm I'm using and what I'm drinking. Right now I'm drinking a 7-Up. I really actually love 7-Up. The lip balm I'm using is the Summer Fridays Vanilla Lip Butter Balm. I am now to the point where I'm like squeezing way up here, like at the sides, to try to get what little product that's left in here that I can get, because I'm almost out. But at $24, I am not letting one single drop of this stuff go to waste. I spent way too much money to just be like, oh, it's empty. No, I'm gonna make sure that this sucker is like empty. Anyways, that's pretty much what I need to say before we get into it. So let's start today's video. So today we are talking about iHeart Cakes by Yari. She is a Orlando cake shop owner. Now, I went on her website and I looked at the prices for her cakes and whatnot, and I really didn't think they were that outrageous, like the ones that you can just buy that aren't customizable, but you can also customize some of them or order like a custom cake if you want. You can have a whole custom order actually. But her cakes are really cool. I like her vintage ones. I think those are really cute. I just love that vibe nowadays. But I didn't think that, you know, for a specialty kind of cake like she makes, it was really that outrageous. Now, Yari, in her bio, I'm going to read it to you. Yari Diaz is a self-taught cake designer and is bilingual in English and Spanish. She was born in Bayamon, Puerto Rico, and moved to Orlando, Florida with her family at the age of 9. As a child, Yari was always involved in developing her artistic talents. Her passion evolved when her oldest son was diagnosed with autism, and she gave up her studies as a nurse to become a full-time mom. With time, she wanted to contribute financially to her household, but from the comfort of her home. And that's when the idea of cakes came to mind. Starting with small $5 cakes, she has turned her hobby into a profitable full-time business. Now her focus is offering everyday celebration cakes for small events under 12. With creative and why did I say like that? With creative. With creative and trending designs and incredible flavor, you will find something sweet for everyone to enjoy. It's not just cake. When people ask me if I love my career as a cake designer, before saying a word, a smile appears on my face immediately. Since 2013, I have been creating cakes with a simple and delicious recipe, consistent and with premium ingredients. My focus is always attention to detail, using both modern and traditional techniques to design and decorate edible art. I know that everyone has their go-to cake person, but to me, cake decorating is not just a job, it's a means to support my family, it's an escape from the world, and it's a source of connecting with people and being part of their most special moments and celebrations. It's not just cake, it's a way of life. XOXO Yari. Now, kind of the controversy that surrounds Yari at this time is that a woman named India spent $240 for a custom package for her son's 3rd birthday party. Now, her custom package included cake, cake pops, Rice Krispie treats, and cupcakes. She didn't have to pay a deposit because India paid in full, so I'm sure when you do that, you don't have to like pay a deposit. The cake was supposed to say Murad turns 3 in like the Disney font, and she had a color scheme that she wanted it to go with. She wanted light blue, yellow, and I believe red, she said, were kind of the 3 colors that she wanted. And she also sent Yari some photos of what the vibe of the birthday was gonna look like, kind of the decorations and stuff like that, so that way she could more accurately decorate the cake and cupcakes and all the treats to fit the birthday party. However, what she got really, it just wasn't super great.
That I asked for.
Yo, this cake is a fucking mess. I could have went to Walmart and did this shit. It's paper thin, literally paper with a glue dot that she did. No fondant characters. It's paper. Like she got a regular Walmart cake.
The top wasn't even smoothed all the way properly.
And put this paper on there, and then this The icing was like this from the rip. When she gave it to me, the icing was built up like this. Nothing about this cake gives $240. Like, it don't even give $30.
When they said 200, I'm thinking y'all rounded it.
And then half of it, not even half, a quarter of it is blue. The rest of it is white. Don't ask me why she did 2 different colors because I never told her to do that. The colors I specifically gave her were red and light blue. You see neither one of those right here. This is just a mess. I've never had a cake that was such a mess like this in my life. Like, it's literally the worst thing I could have paid for. Honestly.
And as you can see, the cake does not say Murad turns 3 in Disney, which I specifically asked for because everything else in his party said that. And it said it in her notes, which is a contract that I had to sign, and she did not follow the contract.
Cupcakes are very plain, have no theme incorporated in them at all. This blue doesn't even match this blue right here. Like, they literally don't match.
She put on there. Not the baby.
Like, it's literally not the same blue. I know y'all can see that. It's just a mess. And I had to put these on here myself just to make it look like something.
And she gave me Oreos when I ordered Rice Krispie treats because my son does not eat chocolate. So they went to waste.
Now, I will say that with some of Yari's cakes, it does look like just paper cutouts almost are the decoration. In this cake, for example, it kind of looks like the characters are, like I said, just cut out of paper maybe. Now, it might be a like stronger, more sturdy type of paper than what it appears to be. But this cake is also just sort of like one that you can just buy. It's not a custom one. It's a character cake that she'll do. So for a custom cake, I really don't think that India got what she paid for. She said that she did not ask for a blue and white cake. She said she wanted it to be, you know, like light blue, which it was a kind of darker, like navy blue on the cake is what she got. And the blues on the cake and the blues on the cupcakes did not match. And she was upset by that, which I understand because you want like all the treats to be cohesive and whatnot. And she got Oreos instead of Rice Krispies, which is a problem because India's son like doesn't eat chocolate. So the Oreos pretty much just went to waste, she said. Yari's son brought the order out to India when she showed up to pick up the order. So she had like texted Yari and, you know, was like, oh, I'm here. And Yari's son brought it out and delivered, which I thought was kind of weird because like as an owner, personally, if I had like a small business like this, I would want to go and just make sure that it's what they want. Plus, when you're ordering a cake from somebody, like in this case, a small business, when it kind of make you feel a little bit better to meet the person that did it and like do, you know, the person that you're doing business with. I don't know, that could just be me. But India did end up sending Yari a text and she said, I'm sorry, but I'm really disappointed in this cake. There was a lot of key factors that you left out. I asked specifically for it to say Murad turns 3 in Disney. That's not on the cake. The treats in the cake do not correlate with each other and the cake looks rushed. Icing isn't smooth on the top. The cupcakes are very simple. It doesn't even have anything Disney theme on them. And the blue on the cupcakes and the blue on the cake did not match. I don't believe this was executed at all. Some of the characters that are on the cake weren't even on the invitation. I booked with you because I love the work you posted on your page, but I don't believe this cake aligns with the quality work that you have posted. Now, Yari did not respond, so then India sent another text and she said, good morning, it's going on day 3 with no response. Also, I ordered Rice Krispies and received Oreos when I specifically asked for Rice Krispies because my son does not eat chocolate. Again, the invoice that we both agreed on and signed was not followed, and to not respond to a customer when I have spent my hard-earned money with you is really messed up. I'd appreciate a response. Thank you. Well, then she found out that Yari had blocked her number, so then she sent her an email. So she sent her like a screenshot of the texts, and the email read, good morning, it's going on day 3 with no response. Also, I ordered Rice Krispies and received Oreos when I specifically asked for Rice Krispies because my son does not eat chocolate. Again, the invoice that we both agreed on and signed was not followed, and to not respond to a customer when I have spent my hard-earned money with you is really messed up. I'd appreciate a response. So then after 5 days, she finally got a response from Yari, and it was an email that read, hello, I would appreciate it if you would take down whatever review you posted as we have settled this situation. Your followers are harassing me. Thank you for your attention to this urgent matter. And then India responded with, Miss, now it's urgent because a review was posted and you aren't liking what people are saying. I have no control over followers, but I do have the right to post an honest review, especially when I wasn't receiving a response from you. It wasn't urgent to you when it was my son's birthday and I was letting you know respectfully how I felt in private, messaging you several times. I only made a post because of you ignoring my messages, and that post is the only reason why you have responded to me today. Also, we didn't settle anything. You said that you could only give me a $50 refund, so my only choice was to accept it. But in all honesty, $50 does not suffice for the poor quality of that order and the unprofessionalism. The entire cake looked rushed, and you know it. The icing was everywhere, wasn't smoothed out. It wasn't even. Everything about the cake looked rushed, and this is not something that you would post on your social media. And then someone commented on one of her videos and said, isn't the cake supposed to be confetti? It looks plain vanilla. And India was like, oh my gosh, you're totally right. The cake was supposed to be confetti and the cupcakes were supposed to be plain vanilla, but Yari had like swapped it around. And India was like, yeah, just further proof that she did not pay attention to the invoice. And then she attaches an email that says, I'd like confetti flavor for the cake and vanilla for the cupcakes. Also, could the buttercream be vanilla because I'm not aware of everyone's allergies to almond. And then like there were a few other specifications that Yari had in that email. And then finally, Yari gave India a refund, and the refund was for $190, so I don't know how exactly they came to that price. Oh, wait, I get it, because Yari had already given her a $50 refund, so then that would equal $240. Okay, that makes total sense. But then in the email, Yari was like still trying to justify and like almost make the situation seem not as bad, because in her email she said the cake flavor was in fact confetti per your request, and the cupcakes were vanilla. The cupcakes were in confetti wrapping, which I understand how it gave the illusion that they were confetti, but in fact they were not. And India was like, no, they were absolutely confetti, and the cake was just plain vanilla. And she even like cut into the cake, and you can clearly see it is vanilla. God, I really want some funfetti cake now. But Yari did apologize and gave a full refund, so that is phenomenal. And then India was like, you know, please don't send any more hate to her. It has now finally been resolved, so just like leave her alone now. It's fine. So I went and I tried to find Yari's Instagram, and it has been set on private, and I did send her an email asking if she would like to respond with like a statement or kind of her side of the story, but I have not heard back from her. But if I do, I'll do like a quick little update video. But yeah, that is kind of the controversy around iHeart Cakes by Yari. But then it also, like, her Instagram is not on private. I don't know why. On my computer it said it was on private, but on my phone it pops up. So under her like profile photo and stuff, it says iHeart Cakes by Yari, but then the official like tag is Orlando Cake Shop, so I don't really know which she goes by. Okay, so since I just realized that her Instagram isn't on private, like I said, I don't know why on my computer it said that it was, but 51 minutes ago, as of recording this video, today is Wednesday, Yari has posted a video showing all their emails between each other, between her and India, and this is what the caption says. I'm gonna read this and then we'll kind of go through the emails. But she says, I'm posting this message for just a few hours and then taking a social media break. To the clients that have booked with me, you can reach me via email at email address. Please don't let this situation cause concern about my ability to fulfill your orders. I will continue to work diligently to provide the best possible service. I know many have been waiting for my response, and although I initially felt it wasn't necessary, after much praying and meditating, I decided to revisit the emails exchanged between the client and myself to reflect on where I may have gone wrong. At first, I believed we had resolved the situation, but it was reignited after outside opinions fueled the conversation on social media. I acknowledged my mistakes from my initial response, apologized, and recognized that we all make mistakes no matter how long we've been in our field. I am no exception to this. However, I did not feel the same understanding was extended to me or my family. As a result of this public review, I have experienced cyberbullying and harassment beyond what I ever imagined. I've shared just a few of the countless messages and threats I've received over the past 3 days. It's one thing to criticize a business. We all have a right to share reviews if we're unhappy with a service, but it's another to threaten someone's safety and that of their family. Despite my explanation that these messages included death threats, the video remains online. I can't help but see the intent behind this as harmful rather than a genuine attempt to raise awareness, especially given the impact on my well-being and my ability to support my children. Woman to woman, mother to mother, it's deeply disappointing. And then it's continued in the comments. Disclaimer, I did make mistakes such as giving the wrong flavor, including accidentally giving another client confetti instead of vanilla. I reached out to that client, apologized, and worked to make amends. Her response was far more understanding. I am not looking for empathy or compassion because in a world where many hearts have grown cold, that feels futile. I am publicly asking for the threats, harassment, and slander against my business and my name to stop. Above all, I ask that my children be kept out of this. If any harm comes to me or my family as a result of this situation, I will pursue legal action to hold those responsible accountable. And the comments on this post have been limited. Okay, so the first email email is the one from India saying it's going on day 3 with no response, and then just like sending the photos of the texts that she had like tried to send her. And then India says, hello, you not responding is unacceptable when I've been nothing but respectful. This is very unprofessional. And then Yari says, hello India, thank you so much for your patience for my response. My response time is a bit slower than usual since I am in the middle of a house sale, a move, and also trying to fulfill my professional commitments. Per the contract, I do not respond to text messages other than to coordinate pickups. Any issues with an order have to be addressed via email, which you did on October 4th. Thank you for your feedback. I apologize for the error on my part for not substituting the Oreos for the Rice Krispie treats. It was a complete oversight on my part. Just to be clear though, all the treats are covered in chocolate, including the Rice Krispie treats. As far as the cake design and treats, the package that you selected is package A, which includes color coordinated treats with minimum detail. Other than an invitation and a backdrop, I had no other design inspiration besides missing the Murad turns 3 at Disney. You did not provide a clear description of what you envisioned for your cake. You said any Disney characters are okay as long as it were not princesses, and that's exactly what I did. The invitation had many colors and variations of blue, which is why I decided to have several shades of blues for your treats. I am sorry that it did not meet your expectations. For the oversight on the Rice Krispie treats and missing Murad turns 3 at Disney, I will provide a refund of $50. Please let me know how you'd like to receive it. I can forward it via Zelle, Cash App, or PayPal. And then India said, correction, he doesn't eat dark chocolate like he doesn't eat Oreos. The white chocolate around the treats were fine, but again, that's why I didn't order the Oreos. Also, I don't understand why you couldn't respond to a text message, being as though I texted you immediately after receiving the items and you were just texting me before that. Regardless, I feel like I deserve a response. And I do feel like I was clear with the description. The characters weren't the biggest issue for me, but I did feel like I needed to mention that it didn't even include any that were on the invitation and treat boxes besides Stitch. Zelle is fine for the $50 refund. Again, I didn't expect a full refund, but acknowledging my message was all that I was looking for. Thank you. And then Yari said, I understand. I leave my work phone at home when I'm out on deliveries. My son was texting you for order pickup. I apologize for the confusion. I believe I also included Lightning McQueen and Buzz Lightyear's wings, making 3 characters from your invitation on the cake. Please provide a phone number to send the Zelle payment to. And then India, her Cash App is in there, but I really don't want to put her Cash App out there just for privacy reasons. So then Yari said, thank you. Please see attached copy of sent refund. Again, thank you for your feedback and I'm sorry for the mistake on my behalf. And then Yari emailed India again saying, hello, I would appreciate it if you would take down whatever review you posted as we have settled this situation. Your followers are harassing me. Thank you for your attention to this urgent matter. And then that is when India responded with, Miss, now it's urgent because a review was posted and you aren't liking what people are saying. I have no control over followers, but I do have the right to post an honest review, especially when I wasn't receiving a response from you. It wasn't urgent to you when it was my son's birthday and I was letting you know respectfully how I felt in private, messaging you several times. I only made a post because of you ignoring my messages, and that post is the only reason why you are responding to me today. Also, we didn't settle anything. You said that you could only give me a $50 refund, so my only choice was to accept it. But in all honesty, $50 does not suffice for the poor quality of that order and the unprofessionalism. The entire cake looked rushed and you know it. The icing was everywhere, wasn't smoothed out. It wasn't even everything about the cake looked rushed, and it is not something that you would post on your social media. And then she attached the photo of the cake, and then Yari said, hello, I am not posting on social media because I am no longer offering packages. I was just informed of the TikTok video because one of my followers brought it to my attention. If the $50 was not enough for you, then why did you accept it? And yes, you do have control. You are a small business yourself, and I can only hope that you don't have a client trying to bring down your business. Your followers are threatening me and my safety. That is unacceptable. Best of luck to you. And then India says, I also noticed that the cake was supposed to be confetti and the cupcakes were to be vanilla, but you did it the other way around. Just another example of how my order was rushed and the invoice was not followed. And then she said, well, I can send you the $50 back and file to receive all my money back if you want me to do that instead. I was trying to be respectful to you like I said, but you are wrong. And then Yari said, I hope this message finds you well. I wanted to reach out and provide clarification regarding the recent situation with your order, as it is very important to me that every client has a positive experience with my services. I understand that there were a couple of issues with the birthday package you ordered. Specifically, you requested a substitution of chocolate covered Oreos for Rice Krispie treats, which is not typically a change I make with this package. I acknowledge that I made an error in not filling that request and provided Oreos instead. For this, I issued a $50 refund as compensation for the Rice Krispie treats. I am truly sorry for the inconvenience this caused. Regarding the cake design, the birthday cake included Murad's name and the number 3. Given the size of the 5-inch cake, I made the decision to simplify the text for aesthetic reasons, as I believe believed it would look best. My intention was to provide a design that was visually appealing while honoring the details we discussed, including your request not to include princess characters, which was the only request on your end, as you did not specify any other detail of how you wanted the cake to look. The cake flavor was in fact confetti per your request, and the cupcakes were vanilla. The cupcakes were in confetti wrapping, which I understand how they gave the illusion that they were confetti, but in fact they were not. I understand that this experience did not meet your expectations, and I apologize for any frustration or disappointment you felt. I did not anticipate the matter being discussed publicly on social media, as I always strive to resolve concerns directly with my clients in a respectful and fair manner. While I recognize your right to express your feelings, I would have appreciated the opportunity to address this directly with you and work towards a resolution. Unfortunately, it has gotten out of hand where even my autistic son's social media is being bombarded with hate messages. I value your feedback and take it seriously as it helps me improve. I have provided an additional refund for $190 to total $240 for your package. Please find attached screenshot of final reimbursement. If there is anything further that I can do to make amends, please let me know. My goal is to continue delivering high quality service and ensuring that every client is satisfied with their experience. Thank you for taking the time to deal with this, and I wish you and your family all the best. And then India said, "You're still trying to argue with me about this. Look at the attached photo. The cake was in fact not confetti. It was vanilla, and the inside of the cupcakes were in fact confetti. So please stop acting like I'm making these things up. Anyways, thank you for the refund. I appreciate it. Again, I never planned on coming on social media about the issue. I was texting and emailing you for days with no response before posting anything. If you would have responded, I honestly would have never made this issue be public. For future reference, a response to a customer goes a long way. Regardless of your text message policy, you could have responded if you truly cared, or you could have reached out to me through email, phone, etc. Knowing that I was trying to get in touch with you, but again, thank you for understanding. My intent was not for anyone to receive hate messages. My intent was just to spread awareness. Have a good day." And then Yari said, "I understand and appreciate your advice. However, I am concerned about my safety and my children's safety. It is not a matter of bad business review, because at the end of the day, we're all human and make mistakes, and we're not exempt from reviews. I can take a bad review. I cannot tolerate, however, threats being made to me or especially to my children. We have resolved this matter, and I truly would appreciate if you would take the video down as to not let this escalate further, causing harm to me or my children. Thank you for your attention to this matter." So yeah, that is just kind of the situation as it stands now. If there are any other updates, I will let you guys know. If you're interested in that, let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, that is the situation with this whole ordeal. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up down below and consider subscribing to my channel. That would really be fantastic. But if not, totally cool. I understand. Thank you for hanging out and watching this video, and I hope that you guys all have a fantastic weekend, and I will see you guys back here for another video on Monday. Bye guys.